just about set to go. Today's starting pitcher, Matt Lunt.
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters. Off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Hit hard, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And up next for St. Louis, Edgar Gomes. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. And that one's a little bit low. And that is ball one. Runner at first with no outs here. That's a strike.
Guy like this can be tough. You know he's not going to try to beat you with velocity, but he's going to sink it, he's going to change speeds, and he's going to pitch backwards at times.
Struck him out swinging. And the runner stays where he is.
I gotta think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Lunt checks over to first, and he's back. Now at the plate, Brian Rodriguez.
That's a ball.
That one misses. 1-0. Rodriguez launched a homer in his most recent game. Runner on the go. Ball misses. Throw. Save.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment, or players are going to be running all game.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, if they can push one across here in the first inning, would really settle the crowd down and help take that element out of the game early.
Man at second. In there at the knees, and the count's even at 2. Good job to fight that one off. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball. I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Now up for St. Louis, Josh Baxter. Pitch is in there. 0-1. Man on second, 2 down. That's in there, and it's 0-2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
0-2 now. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here with my pal Singy, and towing the slab in this one, Nick Dixon.
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
Zach Remillard leading things off and takes a strike. Swings and misses. And that is strike 2.
0-2.
On the ground to the left. Throws to first. And a quick out, number 1. And time now for the Marlins lineup. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer. And when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
Steve Whitlock in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Just missed.
2 balls, no strikes.
And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Next offering misses. 3-1. 1 out, bases empty. And now the count filled up 3-2.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
Gomes takes it to the bag, and the home first moving along quickly today.
The designated hitter, Dan Collum.
2 down, bases empty. Dan Collum, the next up for the Marlins. That's in there. 2 outs, bases empty. And that's in the dirt. On the ground. And foul ball.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
And that one is in the dirt. And it's 2-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And here it comes. And that's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Freddie Ladd.
Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Freddie Ladd. And first offering is fouled off. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in Game 1 of the NLDS. And ball 1. hit in the air, center field. Clemente gets under it. And that is the third out of the inning. One left for Miami. Scoreless after one. Game one of the division series. Now the third baseman, Josh Bennett. Lunt back to work. Let's talk about great individual postseasons.
1-0.
One that really sticks out to me is Ricky Anderson in 1989. He hit .441 with 3 homers and 11 stolen bases, leading Oakland to a World Series championship. Swings, fouls it off, and he breaks his bat. In the air, right side. Valdez makes the grab. One away.
Man, when I think about great postseason performances, hard to top Carlos Beltran in 2004. 8 homers and 6 steals in 12 games with the Houston Astros. He didn't even get to play in the World Series that year.
Glenn Schoen in the box now. No balls and a strike. Dave Lawrence behind the plate today. Consistent and pretty accurate with the balls and strikes.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, Spook, that just keeps the game moving. Nothing overly unique about the strike zone that he calls, and as a result, he's appreciated by both sides.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Second inning here, no score. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So now here's the Cardinals' designated hitter, Bobby Perkins. First pitch, and he just misses. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering is downstairs. Two down, nobody on. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Makes the catch, and that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back. Here's the veteran outfielder, Ryan Anderson.
Ryan Anderson.
There's a strike.
That fastball, even though it's up, that's the velocity you want to go after. Low 90s, a lot better than trying to hit the high 90s.
On its way to the corner, and that will drop foul. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. The 0-2. Cut on and lifted in the air. Bowser coming on. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Batting 6.
Ronald Valdez, the next up for the Marlins. Yeah, that's fouled off. Next pitch inside, and 1-1. Slider misses outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Next one misses, And that's ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. He's there. He's got it. 2 away. Oliver Avery, the next up for the Marlins.
Oliver Avery.
And a curveball is just outside. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1-1.
Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. Curve in the dirt.
2 strikes.
And that's downstairs and outside. On the ground to third. Tosses across to first. That's the inning. And the Marlins down quietly. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here in Lone Depot Park. And now the center fielder, Jamal Clemente. Hammers that one. Curling down the line and foul.
Well, that's where you want to be right there. All over that first pitch fastball. Just a little too much hook on it. Straighten that thing out. You get to jog around the bases.
Ladd. And it's caught for the out. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Reggie Bowser. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as the stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
One down, base is empty. That one ripped. That's back. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Up next for the Cardinals, the second baseman, Belly Perez.
Back to the top of the lineup, and here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Felipe Perez. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. Oh, he doesn't get the call, and it's 1-0. One out and a runner at second here in game 1 of the NLDS. Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. No swing. Moved to second, and he dives back in safely. Next offering is down low. And there's the automatic. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Now batting.
2 on, 1 out. Gomes now at the plate.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
In the air, left side. Anderson under it. Squeezes it. And there's 2 down. Brian Rodriguez. Next up for the Cardinals. He's 0 for 1. fastball for a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Fought off foul. That's off the inside corner. Now 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in a 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
2 on, 2 outs. Down the line. And that's a foul ball. Not close with that one. And the count is even, 2-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Craig Ostrander. And a slider in there for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Out to center. Clemente sizing this one up. And out number 1 on the grab. Now it's Nick Senzel.
The third baseman, Nick Senzel.
Senzel getting to start at third. 31 years old. A former first-round pick back in 2016. Pitch misses inside, and the count now even up. Goes down looking.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Baseman.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the second baseman, Zach Remillard. 0 for 1 so far. First pitch misses. That clips the corner. Next pitch is outside. He swings and fouls one off. Outside with a breaking ball. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Clemente sizes this one up and makes the play, and that's out number 3. On to the 4th, still scoreless. Back here in Miami as we go to the top of the 4th. And now here is Josh Baxter.
Josh Baxter.
On the ground out to short. It's in and out of his glove. And he's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score.
Looked to me like he kind of let the ball play him instead of playing the ball, and it just ate him off. The hands get stiff, and even the best infielders make these kinds of mistakes. You just have to learn from it and move on.
Runner on the go. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Brings it in, and there's one down. Now the left fielder, Glenn Chone, struck out swinging his first time. Step off, throw to first. Baxter dives back in safely. Swing and a miss.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And a foul ball. Baxter, the base runner at first with one out. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
And now, Bobby Perkins. There's a strike. Step off throw to first. Baxter back in on a dive. Two outs. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Stays alive. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. So no runs, no hits, and one error, but they leave him stranded. We're midway. And we're back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Steve Whitlock. Hit on the ground to short. Baxter fires to first on the run. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Now
that's a play you expect your shortstop to make pretty much every time. Pretty routine. Hard to tell if he didn't get a great grip on it or the mechanics on him just broke down, but that gives this offense an extra out to work with.
Dan Collins, the next up for the Marlins. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Runner on the go towards first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Ladd in the box now. Takes strike 1. Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2. Ball 1 there. Pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the left fielder, Brian Anderson.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now for the Marlins, Brian Anderson. Flied to right his first time. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And this one looks like trouble. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Wastes no time there. Got a good pitch to drive. Stayed short with his back path to the ball and caught it out front. And he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you split the gap. And that's pretty much a double every time.
So runner at second, 2 down. Valdez getting ready to hit. That's off the mark. Ball 1. And that is out of play. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And there's the ball.
1 strike.
Just a slow ground ball this time. And foul ball. Shoots a line drive single into right center. Coming home. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Comes through with the RBI. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Avery in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Swing and a foul out of play. Swings and misses. Going to count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Marlins 2 and the Cardinals nothing. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Blunt back to work. Outside corner, there's a strike.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Popped up. And there's one down.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Bowser batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Bases empty, 1 away here in game 1 of the NLDS.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
That was a pretty good pitch, top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
So the batting order turns over. Felipe Perez next up for the Cardinals. There's a strike.
0-1.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. That one the other way, and that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double, and his 2nd hit.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Next to hit, Edgar Gomes. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
That's a ball. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it falls. Perez doesn't stop. Heads for home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they trail by 1.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Rodriguez in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike. Gomes off of first with 2 away.
One ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Next pitch is inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lined, and that's a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Back-to-back singles. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Josh Baxter. 0 for 2 in this one. Now this is in the air down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Pitch misses there, and now it's even 1-1. In the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Two on, 2 outs. The shortstop takes the ball. On the ground to the left. Down the line, and it's foul. That's to third. Senzel. They get the force. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching the National League Division Series on the show. Game 1 of the Division Series. And the batter will be the shortstop, Craig Ostrander. Foul ball there. Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2 now.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
On the ground to third. Zips it across. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. Back to the top of the Miami order. Now it's the second baseman, Zach Remillard. First pitch just misses. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, the first baseman.
And at the plate for Miami, Steve Whitlock. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Couple of singles back-to-back. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Swung on, belted. That's back there. And that one's off the wall. 1 run across. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and they lead by 3.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Nick Dixon will depart, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for
Joe
the Cardinals.
Random will take over here.
Number 3.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So runner at second, 2 down. Ladd digs in now. To third, Bennett whips it to first, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over, but they'll pick up a couple of runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now 4-1. This is the National League Division Series on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Leading off, Josh Bennett.
There's a good feel in the ballpark, and that's what you expect when the home side has the lead in game 1. This energy is going to keep building with every out.
Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Matt Foster up and loosening in the pen. Ramirez getting loose as well.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
On the ground to third. Gets it to first. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And up next for St. Louis, Glenn Schoen, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Hit in the air, left field. Anderson makes the grab. And there are 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Bobby Perkins.
Next is the designated hitter, Bobby Perkins. Perkins, 28 years old. He's usually a third baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
A little bit of a day off for him. Instead of being at the hot corner, he can just kind of put the batting gloves on, hold the bat as he sits on the bench, waiting for his time to hit.
And another ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
Next pitch misses outside. And now 3-0.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
That clips a corner. That one finds the zone, and the count's full.
Count's full.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. So they go quietly there. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. Back here in Lonely Goal Park, here's the left fielder, Brian Anderson.
Anderson.
And that one in the air center field. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Ronald
Valdez, the next to hit. And that's in there at the knees. And that's off the inside edge. And it's a ball and a strike.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. So a man aboard now with one away.
Up next for the Marlins, the catcher,
Oliver Avery, the next up for the Marlins. Runner takes off, and first offering is fouled off. Ball one. Fair ball. Coming home. He will score. He's in there.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. Not much he can do about that one on the mound. Made a good pitch inside and jammed it. He just found a way to fight it off the other way and make it work.
And up next for Miami, Craig Ostrander. Fastball for a strike.
0-1's the count.
That one fouled off. Avery stands at third with one gone in the inning. And that's outside.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
The shortstop takes the ball. Out to short. Beats the throw and the run scores.
Tough play and a nice backhand stop. Had to be perfect with the exchange and throw to get the out, but it looked like he had to dig in there a little deeper, like he was trying to get a split finger grip or something. Close play, but that little extra time on the transfer made all the difference.
Man at first, Nick Senzel. The next up for the Marlins. Pickoff move to first. Ostrander back on a dive.
Ball.
In the dirt.
Ball one, no strike.
Man at first, one away. High fly ball, right field. Bowser makes the catch. 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Zach Remillard.
Now here is Zach Remillard. 1 for 3. And that's too high. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Drops into the glove, and that's the 3rd out. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. On to the 7th here in game 1. It's the Marlins 6 and the Cardinals 1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. J.P. Fireisen. Here's the center fielder,
45.
Jamal Clemente.
J.P. Fireisen.
Top of the zone for a called strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. 1 up, 1 down.
The right fielder, number 7, Reggie Bowser.
Now up for St. Louis, Reggie Bowser. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. Bases empty, one away here in the late stages of game one. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. It has the distance, gone. And they're chipping away. It's 6-2.
That swing just injected more drama into this one. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
So back to the top of the order. And here is Felipe Perez. That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch. And it's fouled away. One out, bases empty, and a run in here in game one of the NLDS. Foul ball, still 0-2.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Struck him out looking.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
2 outs, bases empty. Now, Edgar Gomes. And that one fouled off. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the top half of inning number 7. Late swing, foul to the left. Two down, nobody on. And now 1-2. Fastball is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. It's now 6-2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Joe Brandon. And here's the first baseman, Steve Whitlock. That's too low. Ball 1.
You know, these Marlins really producing with runners on. It's been a right place, right time kind of game for them. They're hitting over 600 in this game with runners in scoring position, and clearly that's leading to a lot of runs. Their clutch hitting has been excellent.
And the next pitch is way outside. And a swing and a miss there.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Next pitch way upstairs.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And they'll do it again. Ripped to right. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Now that the designated hitter, Dan Collins.
Dan Collins, the next up for the Marlins. First offering and it just misses. Action in the pen down there. Adam Copeland, the left-hander, up and throwing. This one popped up. Perez settles underneath it. 2 down.
Center fielder, number 16.
Freddie Ladd. The next up for the Marlins. 0 for 3 in this one. Check swing, called strike. Two outs. And that just misses.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Got it. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Marlins. They lead it 6-2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Guillermo Delgado. So digging in, Brian Rodriguez. Backed off the plate that time.
Ball 2. Yep, that ball went out.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, shortstop,
Josh Baxter. Next up for the Cardinals. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Valdez hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, third baseman, Josh Bennett.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Bennett.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Nabs it, 2 down. Glenn Cho next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Rodriguez, the runner at first with 2 gone. Late on that fastball.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Rodriguez around third. He's safe as he gets his hand in. It's 6-3.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Really important at bat coming up now.
Digging in, Bobby Perkins. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Check swing, and he held up. Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Raul Flores appears to be getting loose. Honeywell getting cranked up as well. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Blows the high heat past them. That's a strikeout. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Marlins 6 and the Cardinals 3. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Adam Copeland.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Anderson, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. On the ground, and it goes just foul. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. On the outside corner, got him looking.
Now that
Ronald Valdez, the next up for the Marlins. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Action in the St. Louis bullpen. Howard Hagan getting ready to go. And that one is lifted in the air. Bowser coming on. Makes the grab. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Oliver Avery will hit next. And that misses. And that is ball 1. In the air, right field, Bowser. And the inning is over. And here's the closer to try and finish off game 1. Raul Flores.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
That's to third. Senzel over to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. So up next, Reggie Bowser.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
The Fish trying to close out a 3-run lead here in the late stages of game 1. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Ground ball right side, and that chance handled. Jump throw, and very nicely done for the out.
You want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Perez stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. That one clips the outside corner, and that's strike 1. 2 down, nobody on here in game 1 of the NLDS. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And what a play! Ball game.
It's pretty early in this series to say a must-win game, but when you've got home field advantage, it's a luxury, but you have to protect it. Huge win in game 1 to set the tone.
About to get started here. And today, starting pitcher, Ethan Blackburn. What do you have on him, Siggy?
He has a great ability to command a game move, but in order for that to happen today, he's got to limit damage, make smart pitches, and avoid big innings. If he were a golfer, we'd say he needs to avoid any double bogeys out there, and if he does, his scorecard is going to look pretty good at the end of the day.
That one finds the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch. Okay, let's check out the lineup. Siggy, we're looking at a young lineup here. Not much experience, but they're going to bring a lot of energy to the field.
Yeah, and that's just it, Boog. We expect this lineup to play hard no matter what. They are an exciting group to watch.
Luis Baez stands in now, looks at that one inside. Here's a high chopper. Valbuena fires over to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Batting third, the catcher.
2 outs, base is empty. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Kevin Parra. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
2 outs, base is empty. Right side. It's through for a hit.
Batting fourth, the shortstop.
2 outs, runner at first.
Tucker.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Cole Tucker. And that's in for a strike. Nice curveball for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
In the dirt, blocked. Goes to second, save. And he's into scoring position with 2 away on a wild pitch. That missed by a lot. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
Well, if they can push one across here in the first inning, would really settle the crowd down and help take that.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side. And that'll do it. 1 hit, 1 left. And now the Brewers will get their first. Back here at American Family Field. And on the hill in this one, Billy Bromberg. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Dives and makes the catch.
That diving catch right there is the kind of play that just fires up the team, whether it's to make more great defensive plays or to get back in the dugout and swing the sticks.
And now the DH, Julian Gonzalez. That one lifted to left. And that'll fall for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Next for Milwaukee, Juan Munoz. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Bromberg, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a slider, and he works in a 2-seamer. Out front, rip foul. And 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Gonzalez stands at first with 1 out. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3, double play. And the inning is over. We move to the second in Milwaukee. No score. Game 1 of the division series. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Isaiah Stockton. Blackburn back to work. There's a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And there's a foul ball. Legends really are cemented in the postseason. You think of David Ortiz heroics for the Red Sox, Derek Jeter as Mr. November, or Randy and he can't come up with it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. Joe Brandon, the next Pirate to hit. Gets the bunt down the right side. Martin. The flip to the pitcher covering. Out on the sac bunt.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened. So you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Brandon now at the plate. And a swing and a miss.
Well, on that idea of postseason reputations, Boog, got to mention players like Carlton Fisk, Reggie Jackson, and Madison Bumgarner. We were doing that game. Those guys really shined in the toughest moments.
Man at second. On the ground right side, and that's just foul. On the ground right side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw won't get there in time, and he reaches safely.
See, Boog, that right there, that's a perfect example of why he shouldn't be out there at that position. He clearly isn't comfortable. He doesn't look fluid. His footwork's all over the place, and just can't make that throw to beat the runner.
Joe Brandon swings through it for strike 1. Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. And he grounds one to the right side.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
First and second, 1 out. Brandon digs in now. Corner infielders up on the grass expecting a bunt. And he lays one down the left side. Tosses to first. Runners advance on a good sac bunt.
There was a time where that sac bunt was just ho-hum, very basic, but is increasingly difficult as it's become to get bunts down in the big leagues. Nice job right there.
Vasquez in the box lays off for ball 1.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And he deals.
2 balls, 1 strike.
In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. The 2-1.
3 balls, One strike.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Luis Baez next to bat for the Bucks. And they're all loaded up.
Now that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Here's Baez. That's in there. Strike one.
Tough situation right here. It's so important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where
he takes it on his own. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now a 1-0 ball. Back here in Milwaukee, bottom of the second. Now it's going to be Adam Lowry. That's in there. That's strike one.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at-bat.
That's towards center. Baez. One down. Here's Alex Verdugo.
The left fielder, Alex Verdugo.
Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. One out. Base is empty. Just missed.
Curveball kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
Next pitch downstairs, and a count 2-1. And that one fouled off. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. He makes the grab. 2 away now. Dominic Martin up now for the Brewers. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position. And that's what he does. The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Baez on the move. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And we're back. Now here is Kevin Parra. Parra, an all-star a season ago, hitting third in the lineup, and he was a third-round pick back in 2025. And a swing and a miss. And there's one away. Cole Tucker getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1.
So we're getting a postseason matchup with teams from the same division, and I think these matchups are great because both teams know each other really, really well. No secrets, no unknowns, nothing like that. Just go out and play and let the best team win.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2-2 now. Thank you.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Swing and a ball popped up. Random. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the rookie right fielder, Philip Maeda. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
That misses the zone, and the count 1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Struck him out without a swing. Strike 3 called, and a slider at the knees.
Batting it.
Next for the Brewers, Peter Valbuena. And a foul ball. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2.
That one well upstairs. And the count 1-2. Line drive, pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
So 2 down now, and here is Joe Brandon. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now he turns and heads for second. Not in time. It's a double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Saldana up to bat next. Lays off for a ball.
1-0.
Close, but called a ball. 2-0. Tying run in scoring position here in Game 1 of the NLDS. The 2-0 is in for a strike. And it's fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back here at American Family Field. Now it's the DH, Joe Brandon. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 1.
You know, these Pirates showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Swings through that.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Missed inside with the curve. That one misses. Full count, 3-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Joe Brandon will hit next. Reached on an infield single his first time. Out towards left center. Verdugo gets under it. Puts it away for the out.
The batter, the first baseman, Joe.
2 down, bases empty. Joe Brandon, the next Pirate to hit. That one missed.
That's inside.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Fought off foul. The 1-1 is fouled off. The next pitch misses. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back here in Milwaukee, bottom of the 4th. So here's the Brewers DH, Julian Gonzalez. To the left side, but it is well fouled.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Next one off the plate inside, and it's 1-1. And that drops in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good eye in that spot.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you get a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one.
Now
don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Munoz.
Next to hit, Juan Munoz. He hit into a double play his first time up. And that's down and away.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And there's one down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Adam Lowry.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Adam Lowry. Fly to center his first time. And that is out of play. Gonzalez, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And fouled off. And that one hit to first. Knocks it down. He gets the force. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Alex Verdugo up now for the Brewers. Fastball for a strike at 95.
All 1's the count.
Inside. Now 1-2. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting.
Game 1 of the division series. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Joe Random. Blackburn back to work. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
This one popped up. Saldana. 1 away.
The batter number 10, second baseman.
So the Pirates batting order turns over. Up next for the Pirates, Gabriel Vasquez. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
0-1's the count. Nope, that's inside.
Base is empty, 1 away here in game 1 of the NLDS. Left field. Verdugo gets under it. And he makes the catch. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, the center fielder, Luis Baez.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Luis Baez has grounded out a couple of times. That's a strike, and it's 0-1. And that's in for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. And 1-2-3 go the Pirates. They lead it 1-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters are performed up to this point.
Martin.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
And the batter now, Philip Maeda. And that one upstairs. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. The Pirates leading by a run, last half of inning number 5. Pitch misses, 2-1.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitchers
popped up to the left, into foul ground. Stockton brings it in, and there's 2 away. Up now for Milwaukee, Peter Valbuena. He's 0 for 1. Inside, just missed. Swinging a foul straight back. Two outs. Fly ball center field. Baez on his way over. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. Top of the 6th inning. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Kevin Parra. That one finds the zone. Strike one. There's the swing and a miss.
Great velocity at 97 at the top of the zone.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And they had their first base runner since the 2nd inning.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Cole Tucker. 0 for 2 in this one. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. The shortstop takes the ball.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Fouled off left side. Nobody out. Runner at first. Fights that one away. Still 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Now a chance for Isaiah Stockton.
0-1.
Swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Got him. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
So now here's the DH, Joe Random. Random measures 6 feet 2 inches, 210 pounds, and he's usually a first baseman, but today he's the designated hitter.
Some people say that first basemen kind of have the day off regularly because they don't run around a whole lot. But when you think about it, they are involved in just about every single play, and there's a lot of stress that gets put on their legs. So a well-deserved day at the DH spot for him.
And a foul ball. Parra leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swings through that one.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Out to short. Random. Zips it to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. They get a leadoff single, but leave him stranded. 9-1 and 2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Pirates 1 and the Brewers nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning. And now the shortstop, Joe Random.
Joe Random.
Late swing fouled off. Fastball for a strike. Outside. 1-2 to count. That one 95 to finish him off.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. Received more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
So digging in, David Saldana. And takes low for ball 1.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low. Throwing the ball very well right now.
Home team down a run here in the bottom of the 6th. That one drifts inside. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
Next offering is in for a strike.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
Three and 2. Payoff pitch. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. And that's ball 4. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch. And I tell you what, he earned that walk.
One gone runner at first. Here's the Brewers DH, Julian Gonzalez. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Out towards right center field. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the catcher, Juan Munoz.
Juan Munoz up now for the Brewers. Here goes the runner. Pitching for a strike. Throw to second. Ow! And that'll end the inning.
Well, trying to get into scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Joe Random. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch. And he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
And he hits a ground ball right side. And foul ball. 0-2 now. Swing and a ball popped up. Martin makes the grab, 1 down.
You can tell by their swings, this lineup is having trouble gauging speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just don't have it.
Up next for the Pirates, Joe Random. Ball 1 there. Base is empty, 1 away here in the late stages of game 1. Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-1. rips one to right, and that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
He was all over that one. Showed a willingness to
Go.
drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Ethan Blackburn departs. Good effort out of him, even though he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm on the bump after a quick break.
Now pitching for
a new arm into the game, the righty, Joe Ibar.
And that's a big potential run out there in second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
One out, runner at second. Random now at the plate. That pitch gets the inside corner. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
0-2.
To the right side, Saldana. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Looked to me like he got on the side of the ball a little too much right there. Maybe a little too casual as well with the throwing motion. And when you don't stay on top of the ball and really get out front and finish with a good release point, it's very easy to lose control of it to either side.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Vasquez digs in now. That is upstairs for ball one.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog. Starts him with a breaking ball, but that's a pitch he's really comfortable hitting. You can't rely on breaking stuff to be automatic out pitches against him.
On the ground, right side, and it's just foul. That was close. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. The throw, tag, and he's out.
Kind of a gamble right there. They're trying to stay out of the inning-ending double play possibility, but now 2 outs, and it gets a little tougher to drive in the run from third.
Two outs and a runner at third here in game one of the NLDS. Right side. Makes the grab, and that's the third out. So one left for Pittsburgh, but they're on top 1-0. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. That clips the corner.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
Out to short, Tucker. In plenty of time to first, and one away in the bottom of the seventh.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Adam Lowry. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. And he went around. Just enough that time. Looking to get the tying run on base. And it goes just foul. Going to count 1-2.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that. And good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
Cut on and lifted in the air. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the left fielder, Alex.
Now the left fielder, Alex Verdugo.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Slap the other way, foul. Ground ball up the middle. Vasquez to first, and Verdugo is set down. And the inning is over. Gone in order are the Brewers. And it remains 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the number 2 hitter, Luis Baez. Ibar back to work. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. And another ball.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Ripped to right, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Here's the catcher, Kevin Parra. First pitch, and he just misses. Baez on at first, nobody out. He was late there, strike 1.
1-1.
Next offering is fouled back.
He's a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
That one hit to right. Makes the catch for the out. So up next, Cole Tucker. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Runner on the move. Lined into left center. Base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Everything came together for him. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Isaiah Stockton, the next Pirate to hit.
Ball 1, no strike.
This one in the dirt.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2, get out of this.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit. And now 2 aboard. Not in time. He's safe. Joe Brandon, the next Pirate to hit. Not even close there. Ball 1. Just missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
2 on, 1 out.
Ball 3.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
And that'll load the bases.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Here's the left fielder, Joe Brandon. Golden opportunity right here. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-2. Strike 3, got him swinging. Huge strikeout there.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. But when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Joe Brandon. Right through there for a strike.
Base knock here really gives them an opportunity to take control of this ball game. You don't want that other team to think they have a shot, and a knock here would be a big blow.
And that's outside. And that one fouled off.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
And a 1-2.
That's the ball.
And downstairs.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
So they're all loaded up. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 2-run single, and they're up by 4.
That's all he needed, just a simple base hit, and he drives in 2 in a huge spot. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Joe Ibar won't go any further, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for the
Claude
Brewers,
Ritchie taking over on the mound.
number 13, Claude Ritchie.
Joe Brandon, the next to hit. There's a strike. Brandon, the lead runner out at second. Brandon on at first with 2 down. Swings through that one out in front that time.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So they get 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Pirates 4 and the Brewers nothing. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Joe Brandon.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And now the first baseman, Dominic Martin.
The first baseman,
the Brewers
Dominic
in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1. Movement in the bullpen. Touki Toussaint up and throwing. Foul ball. Next pitch is downstairs.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Pitch misses. The count now 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Line drive, base hit. And they have their first hit since the third inning.
Now batting.
Next for Milwaukee, Philip Maeda. Splits the plate. That's strike one.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Next offering is downstairs. Runner at first with no outs here. Swings through that one for strike two.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Got him swinging. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike three. Peter Valbuena up now for the Brewers.
Peter Valbuena.
Just off the inside edge. And another ball.
Good miss with that changeup away. He needs a ball on the ground for a double play. Minimize the potential threat right here. On the hitter's side, nice job of laying off that pitch.
There's a swing and a drive. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Lead runner holds at third. So two runners in scoring position and just one out.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
So two in scoring position with one out. Random will hit next. 1 for 2. Ball one, no strikes. Liner snagged at first.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And the Pirates manager making his way to the mound now as he will make the move. Joe Random out of the game, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third, so looking for some help there. Back in a minute.
Now pitching for
Touki Toussaint gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Number 54, Touki Toussaint.
So two down now, and here is David Saldana. Swing and a miss. And that's strike one.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Way outside, and the count is 1-2. Got him. That's out number 3. So a job well done from the Buccos bullpen. We're on to the ninth in game one. It's the Pirates 4 and the Brewers nothing. Back here at American Family Field, we go to the ninth. Here's the second baseman, Gabriel Vasquez. And first offering is fouled off. Richie goes 6 feet 3 inches, 235 pounds, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Not in time, an infield knock to start the inning. Luis Baez, the next Pirate to hit. Check swing, called strike. Ripped, but it curls foul. Vasquez aboard here at first with nobody out. And now 1 and 2. That one to first, but that rolls foul. Grounder might be 2. 1 at second. Out. And that's all they'll get.
Well, that they weren't overzealous there. Just take the shirt out. Keep the run out of scoring position.
Kevin Parra, the next Pirate to hit. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. And a big swing and a miss. Man at first, 1 away. Struck him out looking. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Oh, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
To second, pulls him off the bag.
Boog, you got to move your feet as footwork is so important on those pickoff throws over to first. And can be a little easy to get twisted up and throw across your body, and he didn't have much of a lead over there at all, so I doubt he was trying to do anything more than just keep him honest, which makes that error hurt even more.
Runner takes off, pitches low, and the throw's offline, safe at third. Two outs and a runner at third here in the late stages of game one.
Outside, that's a ball.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
This is one of those situations where the pitcher may not really want to deal with the guy in the box, and you got to be aware of that. Take your walk. I couldn't do it, but I think he can.
The other way, and foul ball.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Next offering is down low. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Pirates lead 1. They lead 4-0. Back here in Milwaukee, and now the DH, Julian Gonzalez. And the first pitch misses for ball one. There's the strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle of the base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting, catcher
Juan Munoz now at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. They get one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. He's 2 outs away. Lowry digs in now. Just off the outside edge. Ball one. Swing and a pop up in foul ground. Reaches over the wall and he's got it.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
So last chance for the Brewers. Now the left fielder, Alex Verdugo. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a ground ball, and it finds its way through for a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Now batting.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Touki Toussaint gives way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for.
And here's the closer to try and finish off game 1. Blair Strong.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Martin the next to hit. And a swing and a miss there.
0-1.
Now 1-1. Runners on first and third, 2 away here in game 1 of the NLDS. Late with the swing there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strong 1 strike away from securing game 1. Squirts away a little bit. Safe at second. Verdugo up to second. Runner at third holds, so both runners are now in scoring position. Munoz on third. Verdugo on at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Well, you win this one 4-0, and it feels like you could have exploded for more offensively, but you also realize that at times it was hard to score. So you get out of here feeling good about this win. Ultimately, there was great pitching and defense to keep that other team off the board. You always feel good about a win like this.
Here's another look at the numbers from this shutout victory.
Well, it takes a team effort to produce a shutout. I mean, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
A 4-0 shutout in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
You